In a little more than 24 hours from now, bars, breweries, and wineries that do not serve food will have to shut down again. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Barbara Lee Edwards.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. This after the county reported its single-day high for new cases today and traced several outbreaks to bars and restaurants. News 8's Abby Alford talked to breweries that are fighting to find a way to stay open.
North Park is filled with breweries that don't serve food or they have limited food service. So under this new health order, it will shut them down. And as you can imagine, they are frustrated and disappointed. Another blow to the brewery industry.
I understand that there's a global pandemic going on and that we want to follow the rules. However, it would be nice if we were trusted enough to ensure that this is happening.
Alana Shear owns Poorhouse Brewing Company in North Park, which opened 2 weeks ago when standalone breweries and bars reopened. She spent $20,000 to adhere to the safety guidelines so she could reopen.
It's just hard because we went through and took the time to implement all of these safe guidelines, and now we're told that they weren't enough and we have to shut down again.
The shutdown comes a day after the governor ordered bars to shut down in 17 counties. San Diego was not included. On Monday, health officials reported the highest number of COVID-19 cases in one day. Of the 7 outbreaks since the beginning, 27% are at bars and restaurants, and in the last week, that's where most of the triggers are traced. 22% of the county's cases are ages 20 to 29 years old. The timing also comes the week of the 4th of July, where bars are usually crowded. Supervisor Nathan Fletcher says this is not an overreaction.
Simple reality that alcohol consumption impairs judgment and may lead to less compliance with physical distancing guidelines.
But some enjoying an IPA don't think non-food bars should be singled out.
I don't know if it's not enough or maybe overstepping a bit.
We're still able to go out, we're still able to get food and get beers. So what's it matter if you have to order a beer, order food in order to get the beer?
Supervisor Fletcher says that if breweries serve food, it must be seated. You can't stand around, which puts breweries in more of a bind.
We welcome all food vendors. We're trying to get as creative as possible. We want to stay open, and we want to get through this together safely.
Bars, wineries, and breweries that do not serve food are ordered to shut down Wednesday at midnight.
Thanks, Abby. And we'd like to hear from you tonight. We're asking our viewers, do you agree with the county's decision to close bars? You can let us know by going to cbs8.com/vote, or you can weigh in on our News 8 app right now. And I know a lot of you don't feel this way on Twitter, but our poll respondents right now, 95% are saying yes, they do agree with the decision, and only 5% say no right now. You can still chime in, and please do. We'll bring you the results a little later in our newscast.